I don't mind accountability. I just don't like cancel culture. And like, oh, this person's canceled and we're never going to talk to them and they're never going to learn and blah, 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 right? Because I think also the more you push someone to tell them that they did something wrong and then everyone jump on it and say, you did wrong, you did wrong, you did wrong. Like, I think sometimes people as well, like in cancel culture, don't actually know what they're canceling. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you everybody who has submitted a question so far. Thank you everybody who has watched every single one of my videos so far. Much appreciated. I appreciate you all. And thank you everyone who has commented or liked or shared or just supported me in any way. So thank you very much. So today's question is actually more of a serious one, and it was submitted to me via my Discord from one of my new friends from streaming that I found, Lee Spunky. And Lee Spunky asked, what's one teaching you've learned from your parents or elders that you try to apply to your everyday life? I think I've mentioned this before. If you watched any of my talks, you know that like because I talked about it a lot with the cancel culture. So one of the teachings, like growing up, my parents never really grounded me. But even go further than that, like if I ever went home to go visit my grandpa wouldn't even yell at us. Like, and he would also get like kind of upset if people yelled at kids in front of him. If my mom yelled at me in front of my grandfather, like my mom would get in trouble. And when I mean get in trouble, like because he didn't yell either. Grandparents and like elders that like my elders that I have this way of telling you did something wrong without being overly negative about it or yelling or punishing you. And so I've kind of grown up with that. And like even as an auntie, because I'm an auntie and I have lots of nieces and nephews. I don't have any children, but I have nieces and nephews. You know, we tried the punishing thing. Yeah, if there was one thing that I would learn, or that I've kept caught with me, is that, and the whole reason behind that is that you're expecting someone to improve their behavior with a negative action. If I had to best describe it. So, and it's understanding that we all have to learn something. And are you learning your lesson from fear, or are you learning your lesson because you understand what you did wrong? And I think those are two different things. And so, understanding that in that teaching is something that kind of follows me in everything that I do. And I think that's why I don't mind accountability. I just don't like cancel culture. And like, oh, this person's canceled and we're never going to talk to them and they're never going to learn and blah, 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 right? Because I think also the more you push someone to tell them that they did something wrong and then everyone jump on it and say, you did wrong, you did wrong, you did wrong. Like, I think sometimes people as well, like in cancel culture, don't actually know what they're canceling. I think they jump on a train because someone has told them this is why you need to cancel this person, but they don't actually understand what it is they're canceling this person for. And so to me, I always want to know the why and understand. And if I can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't jump on that train. I want to understand first. So yeah, if I had to say, that would probably be my biggest like teaching kind of thing that I've kind of learned from elders and my parents. Also hating someone. Like my best friend growing up, her mother used to take care of me a lot, because both my parents traveled at one point. And so I would stay with them for like weeks at a time. And so she taught me to never use the word hate. And I don't know if it's streaming or what, but I have been using it a lot lately, and I've been very mindful of that because she passed away a while ago, a couple years ago, and sometimes I wonder, like, if she's like in the spirit world, like really mad at me because I'm using this word that she's literally taught me since I was a little girl, like literally since I was like, I've known her since I was like 5 or 6 years old, not to use this word, and I've been using it a lot, but I use it like in jest, not in like actual meaning, because the teaching was from her was that hate is too strong of a word to use, and you shouldn't just be using it like frivolously, I guess. And so that was one of the things she taught me that I haven't been doing very well lately. And to add to that, my dad also taught me, I don't even remember how old I was, but my dad taught me that hating someone is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. You do more harm to yourself than you do the other person. And that's true. That's why even forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about yourself. It's about not holding on to it. And not forgiving someone is okay too. And so for me, those are things that I definitely try to keep in mind in all my life. I try to understand why people are doing things. I want to know what their intentions are. Like, I can easily forgive someone if I know their intentions were good. I won't hate a person, and I won't be, I might not trust people after they've done something, but I can let it go. Be like, you know what? This isn't mine. This is theirs. I'm not going to hold on to it, because that does more damage to yourself than it does the other person. So yeah, I think those are probably the best ones that I know. Thank you for the question, Lee Spunky, and thank you everyone who submitted questions so far. I do need like 12 more questions, so if you haven't asked me a question, I will start tagging people in posts. So yeah, so I will see you in the next video.